Hello, everybody. Sorry about the notifications. There is a difference within 1 hour between the real time and this computer that I'm working on right now on it. So there is a confusion of 1 hour. I just find out. This I want to apologize about it, but you guys know it is what it is. For it, I want to say thank you for the new members here that you comes in, the new subscribers. Thank you guys for subscribing here. And talking about today, today is a very special day, very kind of like an interesting day. You probably in the last maybe 2 days, you felt these energies of review the past. You may be also feeling of missed opportunities, missed chances, missed feelings, missed situations. With one word, nostalgia from within your own self. That is a trigger because today, with the full moon, we are having a Saturn that it's walking in Pisces. Let me tell you a little bit about Saturn as you see it. It's right here. Saturn is the karmic ruler. He's the teacher. He's the one who serves the karma. He's the one who restricts you, that says like, no, not right now, not this way, not going here and there. But now he's ending this cycle within him about closing a period of about 30 years of resolving karmas. That is a situations that you piled that up as the last time he actually entered a new karma that you built in while he was in Aries. You may gonna feel a lot of purging energies. You may gonna feel a lot of energies connecting within this. Mercury is right now in Pisces. And with the current moon that right now is the full moon in Virgo, we have a divine energies with Venus, Chiron, and a Jupiter. But there is also intense energies with the Sun, which is the authority. That is also with the visions, insight, and Mercury. But we're also squaring Mars. So today there's going to be a very intense energies in a afternoon. Is going to begin to build early in the morning. It's going to be intense energies, but very pay attentions at 6 o'clock or around 6 o'clock p.m. your time, wherever you are in this world. Okay, because right there's going to be kind of like this energy is going to be point out what you are seeing, what the situations is, but that energy is going to blowing up exactly at midnight. That is going to be between the 7th and the 8th of March. So with that being introduced to you and you kind of like get into it, I'm gonna go and introduce the people who came into the chat. Erica, thank you for coming in. Lisa, thank you for coming in. And I am gonna go beginning with the daily gravity report from what you. Hopefully, you take this gravity report and you understand that the gravity within the planets actually creates the gravitational field that presents the energy that it surrounding us, and we have to work with this energy, and that's what this daily report it is for you. This is about the new subscribers who looking at what the heck deal is talking about. Okay, so at 7 o'clock, we are having a midheaven at 1 degree of Capricorn. I said that yesterday. This is you going to look at it in the morning at 7 o'clock, which you're going to do professionally wise. That energy actually opposing Mars is aggravating. Maybe some of you is going to be late for work. Maybe some of you are going to feel this intensity early in the morning. We were at the coffee shop and the people were driving cars. They were all agitated, angry, no patience, no nothing. It was like a oof. But that is what this energy is. The ascendant is 2 degrees of Aries. that it's adding a little bit more within that energies. If you wake up a little bit early, it's going to be squaring all these energies. And in the next hour, that energy with the ascendant is going to be squaring Mars. So be careful with the intense energy, but the good energies, you need to look at it. That is the more important. Is the midheaven, it is sextile with Saturn, and Saturn, it is trining with Mars. Learning the divine masculine energies inside of you to hold on the grudge, hold on to that you want a revenge, hold on that you want to be have a fights, and so on and so on. The moon can also trigger intense energies. That is about the things from within yourself there. It's going to be this inner fight between, we have this once in a month fight. That is it between the masculine and the feminine energies. Grande, thank you for coming in for it. Hi to you too. And usually during these periods, there is a fight between the masculine and the feminine at home. Usually, most of the females during this time, they have their monthly period situations. And this is why, some people connecting with this, but it's not applying to everybody because everybody has their personal chart and that energy is applied into their personality as well. So stay within you because today the most important energies you need to be focused in. If you see the picture of the astro gravitational report, that is the moon with the male and the female wolves. You need to understand that the female wolves, usually when they get attacked and so on, the female dog, it's crawling underneath the male dog and stays right here in front of him to protect the most weak spot for him. That's how the Venus and Jupiter right now kind of like represents in this that beautiful energies of love that are existing. And right now, the cosmic mother, the moon, actually representing these energies within the moon, it is healing the energies with the daughter, the energies with the growth. Let's grow up. Let's get these things done. Let's get the situations going. And let's heal. And when a Saturn adding with all this, Saturn is like helping Mars. It tells, I taught you how to react. Now it's time for you to react. So if you got upgrades during where the Mars was retrograde, you're going to feel the divine masculine energies inside of you with everything you are going to do. But Mars, it is squaring with the moon. So be careful with these energies. It's going to be trigger you throughout the day. So is that going to be the beginning of 7 o'clock? At 8 o'clock, midheaven, it goes at 14 degrees of Capricorn. Be mindful at work because your personal situations, don't bring them at work. I'm talking about this because midheaven is going to be squaring Jupiter, Chiron, and Venus. Maybe something you love or you don't love at work, problems at work, situations sad at work, and so on and so on. There can be a lot of trigger. But the midheaven actually creates a kite. Kite that on the one side is Uranus, the other side is a midheaven. On the top of this kite, okay, it stays the sun and the moon is in the bottom. So basically, through the inner work that you're doing from within yourself, together with the universe, you actually taking the authority over these energies, not to react on the lower energies. They are very highly intense. You actually just see the visions of acting from within your higher self. That's how this kind of like a good warning. It's coming in for you. What you do with in the weather. This is like they're gonna say it's gonna have tornadoes, it's gonna have storms, it's gonna have hail, and so on. Guess what? You're preparing yourself for it, and that's what the energies is trying to tell you. Be careful with the people at work. Be careful with the people around you. Be careful of what you're doing. That's what this is. The ascendant is at 27 degrees of Aries. That is it to managing yourself. This is what you're going to look from within you. How to handle your actions, which is Mars. There is a beautiful sextile that tells you if you something happened. Use your divine masculine energies, not your ego, toxic masculinity out there. Don't think, don't act upon lower vibrations, because if you act in the lower vibrations, there's nothing good comes into you, and you're not going to be able to heal situations inside. You're going to make more mess than you going to missing the point of healing, overcoming your own personality situations. So this is going to be mostly at 8 o'clock. At 9 o'clock, midheaven is together with Pluto. That says like, hey, here's that transformations that goes on from within you. I'm going to give you the visions. The universe is supporting you. And Uranus right now, it is because he's in Taurus at 15 degrees, has a beautiful trine with the moon. The moon tells you, I'm going to be taking you out and leap of faith of transformations. I'm going to give you the divine energies. I'm going to give you all this beautiful love to heal from within you. Venus and Mars are coming together with the sextile. There is a good positive energies in there, but Mars is not happy with the moon. This could be a feminine that loves its masculine, but the masculine doesn't like the mother. Could be a family confrontations in there. Be mindful about all this. Also, the moon, with this intense energy towards Mercury, the mother can say something, and can be a lot of triggers in there. Also, this oppositions with the sun, with the authority. It's kind of like a wrong authority at the wrong time. So be careful with all those energies inside. The ascendant is at 19 degrees of Taurus. That is in the material world. That's helpful with the moon. Solve the things within the material world. If it's something you have to learn in there, within the situations from within, the ascendant in Uranus, they are very beautiful energies with Neptune and the Sun, giving you the divine authority from within. You actually, it gives you, you got to look at it in that way. It gives you the intense energy, but also it gives you the way you to solve it, you to grow from within. That's what these energies are, creating the problem so you can solve a problem, so you can grow. It's all about maturity from within you, that whatever your situations and your personal life is from within you. So at 10 o'clock, ascendant, it's at Gemini at 8 degrees, and is going to be squaring Mercury. Be mindful about this 10 o'clock time. You may have confrontational talks, or see how there is confrontational talks are coming towards you. You're going to look at it inside of it. You maybe feel it something. You're going to be like, oh my God, what's going on? Midheaven, it's at 13 degrees, is squaring Uranus. You kind of like feel like going against the universe. But if you look midheaven, it is in beautiful sextile with Jupiter and Venus and Chiron, and is a beautiful trine with Mars. Okay, so taking out the new road from within you, new learnings that you got from when you putting these new energies in practice, all those lower energies, they're not going to bother you because you're high within the energies, and don't play with the low. Otherwise, the low energies as a intensity, they are way too much to handle. But if you go high, it doesn't matter how much the lower energies are. When you stay in the high vibrations, you are not resonate on the same frequency. And the same frequency, it doesn't attracting the lower energies within you. This is what you have to look forward today. So at 11 o'clock, this doesn't change, the wrong mouse. There you go. 11 o'clock, midheaven goes with Saturn. Saturn is at right now at 0 degrees, 1 minute in Pisces. Some of you may gonna feel like slow, moody motions. Is like, oh, I'm sleepy. Oh, I'm tired. I don't want to do anything. That's what that comes on down to. Melancholy. That is a like somebody beat the crap out of you. Someone like you have no energies, and so on and so on. Well, that is the beauty of Pisces. Slow motions. That is like the fish. It's like, what am I going to do today? Where am I going to go? Where am I going to be? Hmm. How about little peace? Hmm. Yeah, okay. This is kind of like if you've been watching Nemo, that is Dorothy, kind of like energy in there uh, for kind of like this situations. But you're gonna be also looking at situations from within you that like, okay, I need to step out for a little bit and think what I am going to do. I can enjoy. But at the same time you enjoy, you're also going to be having this energy of Saturn that creates okay, you learn from the past, it's time to act. Put your act together from within you. So this is going to be this energy in there. The ascendant is right with Mars. And if you look at it, that energy with Mars, you have two ways to go. The one way, that is it together with Saturn in the midheaven, you do the divine work from within yourself, and that energy is pretty good with Jupiter and Chiron and Venus in there. You look at it within this, you have no issues. But if you're not happy with the things the way that they are of what you're seeing, if you don't like that the authority is not right, if you think that your intuition is you don't listen to it, hopefully you not do anything crazy. Okay, even though the energy is there, those are the lower intense energies of the full moon. Okay, and also you got to be very careful because right now Lilith, that is a in Leo, it's squaring the North Node in Taurus. This could lead to self-sabotaging energies from within you. Okay, this is going to be this toxic energies in behind, like the undertow energy. You're going to be worrying what the heck is going on. So at noon, you guys know this is the time where the midheaven is together with the sun. Exactly, that's what it comes in. The midheaven is 15 degrees. The sun is at 16 degrees. Total oppositions with the moon. That is the period that you kind of like feel all these intense energies there. Again, be careful with those energies. They're going to be intense. It is about you to follow the guidance of the universe because midheaven and the sun, they're sextile with Uranus, and Uranus is a trine with Venus. So you overcoming the direct confrontations. You tell the universe, here's the issues, you take them over. I'm going to be looking at from higher perspective. I don't have to digging into the mud. I don't have to dig in it to the darkness. I don't have to dig in it to these situations. I don't have to. There is a karma for this. There is a situations for this. I have to look at it with healing the love within me because Venus, Chiron, and Jupiter are together. This is what you look at. You're looking to heal the damage from within yourself or the damage you did to others from within you. So you learn and from your mistakes. So the ascendant is at 7 degrees at Cancer. Some of you is gonna look at it within the family. That is gonna be a good time. The reason is gonna be a good time because there is a beautiful trine with Saturn. There is a beautiful trine with Mercury. Later on, it's gonna be a beautiful trine with the Sun, and it happened in there a little bit. Um, and those energies going to help you to resolve the situations about family from within. If it's something, it is a family related. The ascendant is a very good sextile with the north node. You're going to see that some of these energies could be a destiny from within yourself. So at 1 o'clock, midheaven goes to a 1 degree of Aries. That's going to be like, okay, I got what I need to do. I get it. Now I have to put a new beginning. I have to take over the situations. But midheaven can be a little bit intense in there, talking about the family situations, because the ascendant it is at Cancer, and it's opposing Pluto, and it's squaring Venus, Chiron, and Jupiter. If you're missing the growth within love, then you don't have that love in the family, so it's going to affecting the family. But the midheaven tells you build the love from within you so you can have the great family. That is what the ascendant is going to point out to situations. That it's coming because the ascendant, that is at 20 degrees of Cancer, it has a beautiful, beautiful sextile with Uranus, and Uranus has got a trine with the moon. Uranus also has a sextile with the sun, and the ascendant has a trine with the sun. So basically, you kind of like look at it to mature within the family situations, not to be immature and get all this fiery Mars inside and this firing emotions inside of you, which is the moon, the positions of the full moon right now. Also, that's squaring Mars and opposing the sun. This is going to be like a female. It is trying to opposing the authority and the warrior fight with in the masculine energies. So please don't kind of like push the buttons of the masculines in there, because it's not going to be good. It is about learning lessons in there. Okay, so at 2 o'clock exactly, this energy has been talking about midheaven. It's together with Venus, is that divine energies with the moon. You're going to feel around 2 o'clock that powerful energies of love that comes inside of you. That is the self-love. That is the part of the masculine and the feminine energies coming in together. There is going to be the ascendant. It's got a divine energies towards Mercury. You may going to find a divine talks from within yourself. And those divine talks from within yourself, they are going to help you to tell you, listen, the divine energies. Don't do anything crazy. Don't do anything in particular. If you do that, if you did understand all this, there's going to be a clarity of the visions, which is the ascendant has a trine with Neptune and Pisces. It's kind of like a clear, the muddy water in there. Also, be mindful about this, that the ascendant and Lilith are both squaring the North Node. So if you look at it, the lower energies, they are going to be triggering you. Okay, and the ascendant and Lilith, they are both in Leo, and that could be that cross pattern of Taurus Leo situations, and there that the king wants to fight for the material possessions, material situations, and so on. Okay, so this is why it is to learn from within, to see the clarity and get the divine messages from yourself. You to overcome this and go and move forward within your life. So 3 o'clock midheaven is with the North Node, and that is a direct square with Lilith and a square with Pluto. Be mindful about this. If you have not transformed, karma is coming in towards you to remind you about this. Midheaven has a sextile with Saturn, but it's squaring Pluto. Okay, so Pluto is going to be like, you want good life, you want a good situations, you want good things. Well, you're not ready. You have not transformed. Even if I give you the good things, what are you going to do? You haven't transformed in there. You want things in the material world. You want this destiny in the material world, because that's what the North Node in Taurus is right now. What do you want to do? You're not. You're not ready. You're not ready for it. And some of you is going to be told what they're not ready for it. And it's going to give you a chance, because the chance is coming that Pluto and Neptune, they're coming together. The clarity of the visions from within yourself. The ascendant, though, there is ascendant is at 13 degrees. You're going to see these visions that's going to come to you. Ascendant is at 13 degrees. And there is a beautiful trines with Jupiter, Chiron, and Venus. This is like the growth. You're gonna see the growth that you've been doing through that transformations. Through that transformations, you're gonna heal the feminine side, and the growth within is gonna help you to deal with the masculine energies of the aggravating Mars. This is when the woman knows how to use her intuitions, love, and grace to calm down the aggravated warrior from within. So at 4 o'clock, the ascendant is at 25 degrees of Leo. There is oppositions there with Saturn for it. You're going to feel like you're limited, but there is a divine energies. They are going with Neptune still. There is a beautiful trine that goes in with Jupiter, and there is a beautiful sextile with Mars. So basically, that wisdom that it's gained during these transitions within Leo. If you remember at the last degrees of Leo during the Leo season, that was the divine energies of wisdom of the king, learning from its own mistakes and grow. That is the time when Venus grow and learn to be a responsible princess, because she has to be learned to be a responsible queen. That's the part of the growth. That is it, the wisdom that Leo's giving it to us, and Leo has to grow from within you. So look at your Leo within your chart and see where you are. Hi, Matthew. Thank you for coming here. And midheaven is together with Uranus. So basically, the midheaven, you are going to see the work within the universe, or you're going to be working with the universe. You may be praying, meditating, or simply, you feel the energies, because midheaven and 19 degrees on Taurus is a beautiful trine with the full moon. It's kind of like pointing out, it's like, hey, mind your real intuition, zip it up your ego situations inside, and look at the intuitions, the voice, the little voice that you don't listen. A lot of the people mistaking that voice with the ego that's talking to them during these positions of full moon. You guys know what I'm talking about. There is a voice who tells you, you should go fight, you should go do this, you should go push, you should go send this nasty message, you should go do this. And there is a little voice inside of you, no, don't do it. No, this is wrong. No, you can't act like this. But you don't listen to that little voice. The little voice is the intuition. Okay? So that's what it's about, to remind you about 4 o'clock. So at 5 p.m., this energy is going to get intense. We are approaching where the ascendant is going to be getting and focus within the full moon. Midheaven, it is at 3 degrees in Gemini. There is going to be a lot of duality goes in. What if it is? What if it's right? What I should have done? What I should have not? Can I do this? Can I do that? There is a lot of this duality in self. But midheaven at 3 degrees is a beautiful trine with Pluto, and Pluto is a trine right now with the moon, and the moon is a trine with Uranus. Very soon there's going to be some beautiful kite that goes on in there as the moon moves a little bit more further at that positions there. You're going to deal with these transformations that you seek, because fighting against Saturn and fighting against Mercury with these communications that you might feel like you're doing it, or if you're already done, you might gonna feel sorry about it. Okay, and you're gonna feel at this, and the destiny is gonna tell you it wasn't right. But look at it in the side, the North Node and the Ascendant there, a beautiful trine, and that could be the lesson learned, but also you can learn to listen your own self from within you. So here it's coming a moment of 6 o'clock energy there. Please pay really attention at 6 o'clock. And when I will tell you this is because midheaven and Mars, they're together. Okay, this is like the energy of Mars that it's too strong to handle. On top of everything, the ascendant, which is together with the moon. So this is going to be the focus of aggravated moon and aggravated Mars. that it's going to be so much intense. This is going to be your kind of like a pre-test time. Okay, so be careful what you're doing with those actions, because acting on this is not going to help you. You are fighting visions, authorities, communications, intuitions, and so on. Okay, this is going to be like the curve before the curve. Okay, so kind of like you're going to have the visions of what the energy is going to be at midnight. All right, so there's a lot of square energies. All you need to do is midheaven and the Mars to listen, Jupiter and Venus, and take it the divine energies with the moon. The moon goes into trine with Uranus, and from Uranus that goes into authority. You cut off the fight. You're not going to have this fight. You're not going to have this intense energies. You're not going to have all these things inside of you. Hi, Nick. Thank you for coming in. Soul Whispers, Ego Shouts. Live and Love versus Divine and Conquer. Actually, that's what the energies will be. Amen, brother. Thank you, Nick, for all this input. And see this inside of you. You're going to be overcome the storm, because you now controlling the storm from within you. You become the divine warrior that understand that the lower energies are fighting within themselves. They haven't matured. But you, as a mature divine energies inside of you, you are actually raising the bar within yourself. And none of this is going to matter to you. So that is going to be at 6 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, if you did a mess, you did the mess. You probably learned. Hopefully, you didn't do anything stupid in there. But midheaven goes into the 1 degrees of Cancer. It's about family. There is a divine energies with Pluto. You probably learn this beautiful divine grow up from within yourself. There is a beautiful trines with Saturn there, learning the lesson. There's a beautiful energy from the ascendant towards Saturn. It's a beautiful energy towards Pluto. And midheaven has divine energies with Pluto. You win. You're going to understand the divine that worked within you. You lose. You're fighting. You're going to learn the lesson that you should have listened to divine from within your own self. The ascendant, it goes at 1 degrees of Libra. That is the balance that needs to be made. And the ascendant is in oppositions with Neptune. But if you look at it, the ascendant has the beautiful energies with Pluto, and Pluto goes to Neptune. So if you transform, you see the right visions to maintain the balance inside of you. Okay? So at 7 o'clock, you're going to be learning what did you do and what you not did over these times. So at 8 o'clock, the ascendant goes at 13 degrees of Libra. That is the oppositions with the 13 degrees of Jupiter and Venus and Chiron in there. Be mindful about this. Out of the balance, out of the situations, because of me. It's all about me. Oh, yeah, me. Well, look at inside of you. It's not about you. There is a whole another world out there. And the ascendant, it is a beautiful divine energy of the universe. It's you, universe, and everything else around you. So there's going to be a reminding about selfish people, the same situations in there. The moon, it's already at 22 degrees of Virgo at this time. She's already moving ahead there. You're not going to feel much intensity anymore. The energy is still going to be present towards the sun in there and Neptune, but it's going to be kind of like a calm down from within. But it's going to increase the energies towards Mars. Mars is at 22 degrees, 1 minute. Within Gemini, the moon is 22 degrees, 58 minutes within Virgo. So be careful with this boiling point in there. Okay, don't use your intuition to boil somebody else's blood so you can feel better. That is my personal advice for you. So later on at 9 o'clock, the ascendant goes into 25 degrees of Libra. The midheaven, it is the last degree of Cancer, which is opposing the last degree of Pluto in Capricorn. So you're gonna be look this situations in family transformations, but it's gonna happen through the moon. The moon is a beautiful trine with Pluto, and the moon is sextile with midheaven. Did you did all that work? Did you did all this divine learning from within yourself? Midheaven is divine energies with Saturn. The teacher taught you the lesson. You're getting it. It's all about the family. Now, since you understand you're part of the family, what are you going to do? You have to personally develop and grow within yourself in the family. And that is what the next hour, midheaven, it goes into Leo. So at 10 o'clock, midheaven is going to be passing by Lilith. Be careful with that Lilith energy. In there, the ascendant goes at 6 degrees of Scorpio. That is this Scorpio season lessons that we have. Taurus situations inside. Thank God we don't have nothing to do in Aquarius. But if you're Aquarius or you have an aqua moon, that could be kind of like a little bit more intense for you. Maybe a little bit at this time in there, because all those 3 points are pointing towards Aqua, towards Aquarius. So be careful with your emotions and rebellion if you have Aqua Moon. Talking about person here. I don't know about you guys. I know some of you have that. There, yeah, for it. Yeah, if you have to sit and wait for your partner, divine partner to come, that's good. You learned the lessons, Nick. Great job. I'm proud of you, by the way. Proud of you, that. Thanks, brother. And looking at inside of it, there is going to be this beautiful energy from the ascendant towards Saturn, and beautiful energy towards Mercury. So there is going to be this communications, proper situations for it. Be careful, because Lilith maybe is going to call you. That is this divine energy towards Mercury at this time as well. So looking from within yourself, be careful what you are doing from within you. That is about 10 o'clock at night. At 11 o'clock, midheaven is at 29 degrees of Leo. That is in direct oppositions with Saturn and Mercury. There about communications. The moon, it's still squaring Mars, still opposing the sun, still opposing Neptune. Actually, it's increasing more towards Neptune to have the wrong visions, aggravating visions. But if you do your shadow work from within, here's what happens. The ascendant is at 18 degrees of Scorpio. There is a beautiful sextile with the moon. There is a beautiful divine energies with Venus. I had to look in there because the camera is on the way to look at the graph. The ascendant is also a beautiful trine with Neptune and the sun, and is a beautiful aspect with Pluto. You go into the rabbit hole, you come out of the rabbit hole. Congratulations, you made it into the new earth. But if you're afraid to get into the rabbit hole, you're going to fight the universe. You're going to fight Uranus in there. That is a direct opposition to Uranus at this time. So some of you, because of fear, lack of situations, and so on, can trigger also these energies of Mars from within you. So stay away from these Mars lower energies. And I want to give you a midnight situations in there. Probably some of you at midnight, they're going to have quite intense energies. Midheaven is at 15 degrees of Virgo. That is a like review and do the work of the full moon. There's going to be this intense energies with Mercury, with the Sun, with Pluto, double intense energies towards Mars. Some of you is going to feel like revenge, creating issues, creating situations, and so on. The Moon is still going to be opposing the Sun and Neptune at the same time. And be careful. You might trigger so much negative energies that you cannot handle in yourself. But if you did the right things, midheaven, that is a beautiful trine with Uranus in there. But there is a beautiful, this divine energy towards Jupiter, Venus, and Chiron. Okay, is that going to be remind you of all this? The moon, it is a beautiful trine with Pluto. You transformed yourself, you changed, you grew. You have a very good aspect from Pluto towards Neptune and pretty soon with the sun. And the ascendant helps with all this. There is an actual, what we call angel wings. So on the one side of the wing, okay, that is the moon, and the other side is the ascendant. That ascendant it goes and creates the other wing in the bottom. That is going to be a Neptune. And from Neptune, the other wing that it's creating, it's Pluto, the transformations, and it's coming down towards Neptune. So you're closing this wings that it goes in from within you, and that wings can help you, helps you to evolve from within yourself. Some of you maybe feel very well, very good, but again, stay away from the lower intense energies. Okay, guys. So now, if you have so many questions, you guys can ask about it. And thank you guys for the comments. Thank you for the participations in here. And let's discuss the energies. Around 10 o'clock, I felt now how the inner masculine loves to see his family. Feels so good. He allows by himself. I like the feminine energy. I was purging, feeling this love. Exactly. Purging, as I said, is so strong right now. Especially within the people, within the new energies, you're understanding the purge because the new energies are entering the earth. They are entering, they broke the old grids right now. And now, what do you have to do? You have to remove the clutter, you have to remove the situations, toxic energies, toxic memories. All this clutter has to go away. And if you do that, that is beautiful because once you moved it, you understand a higher self and you going and you're moving forward with your life. You may find nostalgia to some of these things. You know, this is like one of the energies. It's like, imagine you've been living for 30 years. And for 30 years, you bought a lot of things, but all of a sudden you have to move somewhere. And now 3/4 of the things that you piled that up, they remind you for something that was fake, something that was not right, something that was not proper, something that wasn't great. But you still remember it, even in that fake life on it. You have memories, you have this nostalgia within you. This is the moment, if you've been a Matrix fan, that is one of the very first time when Neo goes back into the Matrix and he understand the full situations. And they were driving around the city, and he was like, uh, "Here, I used to eat steak, but that was a false steak. That was just the informations that were fed from within him. But you felt that nostalgia they had in these situations. So that's what this is. But the healing can let go. That is the best place for you to go. If you have to rhyme within this. So, anyone wants to share something or questions, guys, let me know. If not, let's share the love and the light. And we'll come back tomorrow about this. Oh, alchemy has something to share. I feel very strange. The Virgo moon, like a notorious oxide vibration. Steve says Virgo is Virgo moon. Just realized. Ooh, you need to understand for the people who are Virgo, they can be a very hyper in situations. That could be because that is the mother and its full power. This is a like Mother Mary that's take care of the little Jesus that was just born. The little Jesus represents the baby that is born in Aries. Okay, and now when you look this there, if Jesus was born and he has to grow, let's say this is Jupiter, Zeus inside. So that right now that's what this divine energy is, and the Chiron it represents there. Chiron, there is a the Centaurian, there is a the half man, half horse, and so way. Some of the representations there, but actually it is represents the wounded healer from within. That is a the person who came to heal the world, but he's gonna be wounded in order to heal it. So if you feel these strange vibrations, they could be connecting with all this. And happy for you. You maybe feel this energy. You need to understand that people feel energies, but if they don't act on energies, they haven't felt nothing pretty much, not strong enough, or there is a fear of acting of the energies inside of it. For because if you look the way this is right now, the main force right now there is a Jupiter, there is together with Chiron and Venus right now. That is a the loves coming together within areas. It is the growth in there, self growth. That's what the main power of this full moon actually gives the higher vibrations towards to it. So yeah, for some of the people who are Virgos on Virgo moon, they're gonna feel this potentials. Hopefully, they're in the high vibrations in there. But if they're in the lower vibrations, Nick, wow, that could be creating more conflicts and learn and grow and evolve within. But yeah, good realizations. Anybody else have something? Yeah. So that was our astro gravitational report, guys. Let's share the love and the light here. Thank you guys for coming in. I love you all. Hopefully, this report helps you out within your day. And come back tomorrow for another astro gravitational report. All right, guys. Love. Enjoy your day.